I've got 3 of these high-end Brookstone Big Blue Party Bluetooth speakers, and yesterday I received an email saying that they've been recalled and I can't use them any longer. I received this email yesterday and it came from Brookstone directly. It included a link to talk about a recall of these Big Blue Party speaker, and initially I thought maybe it was phishing. I wasn't going to click on the link because I didn't want to get the virus, that whole thing. So I went to Googled it, and sure enough, yesterday, October 20th, was when they announced the recall of the Bluetooth speaker, which is a very high-end speaker. Normally these cost about $300 retail. I'll tell you about the fact I got mine for about $150 a piece, but still I've got 3 of them, and now due to a fire hazard with the lithium-ion batteries, it says I should no longer use them. Most people are familiar with Brookstone stores. You'll find them in the airport. You can also see them in some malls and whatnot. At the airport stores, you see a lot of people go through and touching all the electronic, really cool gadgets they've got, but you don't see very many people up at the cash register, and that poses a problem that I'm going to talk about here in just a little bit. I was in the Atlanta International Airport going through the Brookstone store. It was right before Christmas, and I thought, you know, I've got 2 sons. They're 21 and 26 now, but this was about 4 years ago, and the attendant there sort of schooled me on the Bluetooth technology and the speakers and the quality and this and that, and so I kind of fell in love with these large speakers here, and I thought if I could get these for my boys for Christmas, I think I'd score a home run. I told my wife what we're going to get them for Christmas. She thought that was a great idea. We ordered them, and I think in the last 4 years, this is probably the single best present that we've given our boys on Christmas, birthdays, anything like that. They literally use them all the time. When they were living at home, they would carry them into the bathrooms. They're really loud, of course. Typical teenager music in the house type thing, but we've used them outside for parties, and about 2 years after I bought the speakers for them, I actually bought one for my wife and I as well. Ended up with 3 of them. The good thing is I didn't pay full price. If you went to the Brookstone site, back then you could sign up and you get their special offers through the emails, and so I ended up getting a 50% off deal. It was like a 25% off for doing this, and then another 25% off special code when they had them on sale for Christmas. So literally for all 3 speakers, they retailed at $300, and I purchased them for about $150 each. And I think in this recall they said there's 167,000 speakers that are that fall into the category that need to be recalled, 3 different models. So the big issue is the lithium-ion batteries. They pose a fire hazard. Most people know these types of batteries, they don't need oxygen to burn. That's why you can't put them on the bottom of in the cargo hold of an airplane. You can't put them on your check bags. They want it on carry-on and whatnot. So the speakers themselves, awesome speaker. My boys said, once I informed them of the recall yesterday, they said, well, why can't we just use them? Well, the reason why we shouldn't just continue to use them is that they're a fire hazard. So if you leave it plugged into the charger, is it still a fire hazard when you're gone? And both of my boys live in apartment complexes. So maybe it starts on fire and you're able to get out, but what about everybody else in that building? What if that building goes up in flames? What if you damage other people's property just by smoke damage? Does your renter's insurance cover things like that? So the gains by continuing to use this awesome Bluetooth speaker, which is really an awesome speaker, puts out music beautifully, you know, does that outweigh the risks associated with potentially property damage or damage to other people? I say it's not worth it, and I asked them, and actually they're both coming home this weekend, so I said, please bring your speakers to me, and if you do that, I'm pretty sure Santa Claus this year, since it's October 20th now, will probably find some kind of replacement Bluetooth speaker for that, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. Here's a big issue. The email itself says, you know, about the battery pack posing a fire hazard, but in August, Brookstone, the company, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So normally if they recalled this, you could send in your receipt, get either a replacement or get a refund. That's not going to happen. It says here, at the time the bankruptcy court has not set the date by which all claims must be filed in order to be eligible for any potential remedy. Generally, in bankruptcy cases, secured creditors, if there's any money left after liquidation, secured creditors get paid, but unsecured creditors, which is me, the consumer, we don't get anything. However, I'm still going to file, and you can file online. If you go to Brookstone, if you Google this, you'll find it out there. I'm not even going to put the links down below because it's all out there. But they have a bankruptcy claim form, and so you'd fill this out, attach any receipts that you might have. It even states in the fine print that if you do have a receipt, it would increase the odds of you getting something back if there is anything that's going to be dished out, right? And if you don't have receipts, it's going to lower your chances. So I know that I've got my receipts because I ordered them online through Brookstone, and I've got that in my email archive and whatnot. So you can do the claim online, or you can download the form and do it through snail mail. Either way. Not only am I going to file a claim, and the fine print again, it says something about it could be up to 9 months before any type of resolve or information is given out in terms of claims that are filed with the bankruptcy court. But not only am I going to do that, I'm also in the market for new Bluetooth speakers, for all of us even. And being sort of a techie, I've been to the Brookstone store since then because I've been through multiple airports, and I've got some of those small JBL Flip 4 speakers, which are awesome sounding, but JBL also makes what's called a boom box. Looks sort of like this on its side with a handle on top. Comes in a few different colors, but it's supposed to be the new latest greatest super sounding Bluetooth speaker. It costs a little bit more than this does retail, but after doing some homework, I found out that on the JBL site itself, you can look at the factory refreshed items, which come with a warranty, and just like out of the box, brand new, and you can get them for about $150 less. So I'm going to investigate that and see what Santa Claus brings under the tree this Christmas. I hope you found this video informative, and if you found it useful at all, please hit the subscribe button below, and I thank you very much.